Yo, what's good guys? This is Nightwing2303 from WearTesters.com, and today we got a detailed look at these guys right here. This is the True Blue 3 Retro for 2016. Almost brain farted, but I didn't. Held it together. Pretty nice. This is what they're calling the OG Air Jordan 3. Reason being is because they got that Nike Air branding on the back, insole and outsole. The color blocking of this particular colorway is also the closest thing that we've had to the OG since the OG, so that's a plus. Something to note is that they are not labeled as remastered as far as what I've been reading on, the Jordan or Nike end. So all the stuff that they've been putting on their website, in terms of the actual shoes description, there's nothing mentioned of being remastered. It's just OG. I want to give a big shout out to Champ Sports. They sent these guys over, and with that being said, let's go ahead and take a closer look. So first things first, they fit true to size. Just getting that out of the way, they don't fit like the pairs that released last time. I don't even remember when they were. I bought two of them and I don't have either of them anymore. I wish that I did at least one just for comparison purposes, but I don't, so sorry. The only ones that I got are up here. It's the fire reds and the black cements. They're honestly, they're not comparable to this just because it's not the OG version or nothing. So, it is what it is. Now, as far as the mashoes, did I say the mashoes? Now, as far as the mashoes, what? Hello? Oh, smell good. Hello? What are those? They're my shoes. Duh. Now, as far as the actual build of the shoe or the shape, to me, they don't look like the OG at all, but, they're as close as they could get, I guess. But to me, they're more in line with all the other threes that we've had over the past, 6 years or whatever. Craftsmanship on this particular pair is pretty good. I have no complaints. I didn't find any flaws in either pair or anything like that, so nothing bad to say about that or nothing to critique. The only thing that I can critique is the material quality, and it's surprisingly bad for how much this shoe costs. Again, it's not listed as remastered, so I don't know if that has anything to do with the quality of the materials. All I know is that the quality of the materials right here are not 220 quality. So all you're paying for is that Nike Air branding on the back, and that's pretty much it. Those all black Cyber Monday 3s or whatever they were called, I think those were $190, right? Yep, $190. Those guys had some butter soft leather. That was a really nice, wouldn't call it premium, but for Jordan brand, it was pretty damn close. And these guys right here, they just dropped the ball. I don't know, I don't understand what their thought process was, because I would have put the nicer materials on this guy and just kind of left that black and white 3 as a generic, just give them some decent leather type of stuff. But they went the other way around, so it'll be interesting to see if these sit or not. They're mass produced, heavy numbers coming out, so I don't know if they're gonna sit, but if they do, I don't know what the reason would be, whether it be quality or numbers, but it'll be interesting to see either way. Now, as far as some key details, you've got that typical Air Jordan 3 outsole, with the main difference being the Nike branding returning on the bottom. Something about this just looks dope. I like it when it says Jordan. It doesn't bother me or anything like that. Same with the heel tab, but just seeing this, it just reminds me of being a kid. So that's the only real oh, that's crazy. You know what I mean? I never thought that I'd see this again, honestly. After the 2001 I think retros, but they put it back on there. I think it looks awesome, and yeah, if you're into that whole OG look and stuff, you want your retros to look as close to what they originally did in the past, then this is going to be a must-have, quality issues or not. And then you got a polyurethane midsole with an air unit at the heel, and then at the forefoot there is an air unit as well, but it is embedded within the midsole, so you're not going to be able to see it. You've got some elephant print at the toe, heel, and the lace area. This is the main thing that doesn't look like the OG to me. The OGs had really nice, clean, thin lines. It almost looked like cracked cement or whatever, and these ones, the cracked look is really embellished. Doesn't bother me either way, just saying, it just doesn't look quite like the OG in my opinion. And then along the upper, you have a mixture between flat synthetic with the mudguard and then a textured leather with the rest of the upper. And this synthetic rand right here is pure synthetic, and then the rest of the shoe is kind of leather, but but it's like really cheap. Like it looks like it's almost like a recycled mix or something like that, because it's not full leather in there, you know what I mean? You could see some pieces, but it's not nice. That's all. Not complaining, just saying, you want a review, that's a review. And then the tongue features the Jumpman logo. Stitch game is perfect. I love the way that these logos are turning out on all of the new models. That's the one thing that I think really shows the difference in age between an OG and a new retro, is the logo embroidery, because this is like such a clean look. It just looks awesome. And if you remember any of the past, you know, even from the late 90s, the embroidery just wasn't as nice as this. So like some of the Jumpmans would be super jagged, or they'd be lumpy, or they'd have a big butt or a big stomach and stuff like that. And you know, these ones, they're literally like crispy clean. Like this is HD embroidery game right here. It's dope. Then the back lining is red, meanwhile the rest of the interior is blue, and that is just like the OG models back in 1988. I've heard some people complaining about the red. I don't, you know, that's on you. I think it looks fine. The interior, like I said, has that Nike Air branding, and the coolest part, actually, let me pull it out. So here it is, and the coolest part is the actual insole itself. It's a nice, thick, red, fluffy ortholite. So this guy's got a lot of step-in comfort right there. It aids in comforting this really hard as hell polyurethane midsole, which is not comfortable. So for casual use, I think that's a great feature. Not 220 great, but you know, it is what it is. And then the moment that you've all been waiting for, the ass shot. And these guys feature that wonderful Nike Air branding that everybody so loves. But I think it looks great, nothing to complain about. Like I said, the build on the shoe, really solid. If you're looking for a nicely crafted shoe, then this is a good job right here. I'm sure that there are pairs that are ass, just because there are so many that are made. Luckily, mine is not one of them. Again, not impressed with the leather whatsoever. I do think that the last release had much better leather. So, you know, but it is what it is. If you want these guys, to go ahead and grab them. I believe they'd release this weekend over at all Jordan Brand retailers. Retail price, once again, is $220. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you're going to grab a pair, and until next time, guys, have a good one.